welcome to the News on Map World Series section of Drishti IAS. I'm Aisha, and in today's episode we will be covering topics which are important from General Studies Paper 1, that is Geography Map section. So let us begin first of all with the previous practice question, and I was just going through the comment section. Majority of the people has given the right answer. So the question was, where is Kursk, which was in news recently, located? Ukraine, Russia, Tajikistan or Pakistan? So Kursk region was recently in news with regard to the Russia-Ukraine war. So the Russia-Ukraine war now has been going on since last 2 to 2.5 years, and recently we heard about the news of Ukrainian army entering into the Russia, and the region where it entered into Russia was the Kursk region. So if we will look at the map, this is the map. This is Russia, this is Ukraine, and then if we talk about, this is the region of Kursk. So Kursk basically belong to the western Russia, and the Ukrainian army entered into the Kursk region. So the correct answer becomes option B, that is Russia. Now coming on to today's episode, let us begin. Which of the following statement is not correct about the Lingshui 36-1 gas field? So there is a gas field by the name of Lingshui 36-1. So it is asking which of the statements given here is not correct. So let us read out all the statements. First, the Lingshui 36-1 gas field is the world's first large ultra shallow gas field in extremely deep waters. Second, this important discovery may further increase the already existing geopolitical tensions into the region. Third, the gas field is estimated to contain more than 100 billion cubic meters of natural gas. Or fourth, the South China Sea is an area of major territorial disputes involving countries such as Philippines, Japan, South Korea, Brunei and Taiwan. Let us see which one is wrong. So first of all, let us talk about the Lingshui 36-1 gas field. So the Lingshui 36-1 gas field belong to the region of the South China Sea. So this is the Asian continent, and we are talking about the South China Sea. This is the region of China, and this is the region where China has claimed that it has discovered the Lingshui 36-1 gas field. And if we talk about the South China Sea, where China has found this, the South China Sea is a region which is disputed among many countries. So this gas field also becomes disputed. And if we talk about the Lingshui gas reserve, then the gas field will give an estimated more than 100 billion cubic meters of natural gas. And then if we talk about the countries of the South China Sea, so South China Sea is a region which China claims that the South China Sea belongs to China historically. So the 9-dash line of China. So the 9-dash line is a line which China claims that this region of the 9-dash line historically belongs to China. And this South China Sea and many of the islands like the Parasil Island, the Scarborough Island or the Spratly Island belongs to China, while the other surrounding countries do not agree with the China's claim. Thus other surrounding countries or the disputing countries are Taiwan, Philippines, Brunei, Malaysia, Vietnam, and the other one is China. So these are the countries which are involved in the South China Sea. So the Lingshui 36-1 gas field is the world's first large ultra shallow gas field in extremely deep waters. This is correct. They are present in extremely deep waters. This important discovery may further increase the already existing geopolitical tension in the region. That is also correct. Then the gas field is estimated to contain more than 100 billion cubic meters of natural gas. This is also correct. The South China Sea is an area of major territorial dispute involving countries such as Philippines, yes, Japan, no, South Korea, no, Brunei, yes, Taiwan, yes. So South China Sea does not contain Japan and South Korea. So out of these four, the incorrect becomes option D. And the question is asking about which one is not correct. So the correct answer becomes option D. Next, consider the following statements with reference to polar vortex. So there are two statements given and the question is asking about the correct statement. First, this is a large area of low pressure and cold winds around both poles of the earth, that is the North Pole and the South Pole. Second, low temperatures and powerful atmospheric waves disrupt the vortex. And powerful atmospheric waves like the periodic interruptions in field of atmosphere variable. So it is saying that it disrupt the vortex. So which of the statement is correct? Only one, only two, both one and two, neither one nor two. So if we talk about the polar vortex, then polar vortex if we talk about, then basically polar vortex remains in news with regard to US and Canada. So polar vortex is a region. Vortex means that the movement of wind in the counterclockwise direction. So polar vortex are very strong winds. These are very cold winds and they take place in low pressure. And they also need very strong jet stream for their movement. And basically it takes place during the time of winters. During the time of summers it becomes weak. So polar vortex you can say is an area of wind which is happening in the counterclockwise direction, which needs low pressure area, cold winds. It takes place in both the poles, that is the North Pole and the South Pole, and a strong jet stream is required. It takes place during the winters. During summers it becomes weak, and if the temperature will also rise, then it will starts to become weak. So this is a large area of low pressure and cold winds around both the poles of the earth. That is correct. Low temperature and powerful atmospheric waves disrupt the vortex. No. Low temperature, high temperature and weak atmospheric waves will disrupt the polar vortex, because if the temperature will rise, then warm air will starts to rise, and if the warm air will starts to rise, then the polar vortex will not remain as cold as it needs to be. So second becomes wrong, first is correct. So the correct answer becomes option A, that is only 1. Next question. Consider the following. There are two statements given. Which of the following is correct regarding the above statement? First statement is Maldives, located to the south of India, is strategically important in the Indian Ocean as the main route to reach the Arabian Sea for any country. So Maldives, which is located to the south of India, is strategically important in the Indian Ocean for any country if they want to reach the Arabian Sea. Statement 2. Until the first half of the 12th century, Buddhism was the dominant religion in the Maldives. And the statement and the options given are both statement 1 and statement 2 are correct, and statement 2 is the correct explanation of statement 1. Both statement 1 and statement 2 are correct, and statement 2 is not the correct explanation of statement 1. Statement 1 is correct, but statement 2 is not correct. Statement 1 is not correct, but statement 2 is correct. Let us see. Now look at this map. This is the southern coast of India. This is Sri Lanka, and this is the location of Maldives. Now Maldives is located to the south of India. That is very clear. And this is the Lakshadweep Islands of India. And this is the 8-degree channel which is separating the Minicoy from the Maldives. Now this is India. This is Indian mainland. This is Bay of Bengal, and this is the Arabian Sea. Now the location of Maldives becomes very important and strategic in the Indian Ocean, because if any country wants to move from any part of the world to the Arabian Sea, Maldives can be a great help for that country. Like for example, this is one of the reasons also, the strategic location of Maldives, that US or China is also gives support to the Maldives. or they have a larger interest into the Maldives because of its location. So Maldives, located to the south of India, is strategically important in the Indian Ocean as the main route to reach the Arabian Sea for any country. This becomes correct. And until the first half of the 12th century, Buddhism was the dominant religion in the Maldives. This is also correct as it is a factual data. So this is correct. But second is not the correct statement of or the correct explanation for the first one. So the correct answer would be option B. That both statement 1 and statement 2 are correct, and statement 2 is not the correct explanation of statement 1. So the correct answer becomes option B. Next question. Which of the following countries are part of the Five Eyes Alliance? So Five Eye Alliance: Canada, US, UK, Australia, India, New Zealand or France. So out of these 7 countries, how many are part of the Five Eyes Alliance? Select the correct answer using the code given below: 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 6, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, 1, 2, 5, 6 and 7. Let us talk about the Five Eyes Alliance. As the name itself is telling, Five Eyes Alliance will be having 5 countries. So Five Eye Alliance is an intelligence alliance and it was established after the World War II during the time of 1946. And it is one of the oldest and the most prominent intelligence sharing agreement. So the countries which are part of the Five Eyes Alliance, they share intelligence or the information with each other. So the countries which are part of it are United States of America, then United Kingdom, New Zealand, Australia and Canada. And it was the US and the UK which firstly formed it, and the Canada, Australia and New Zealand joined later. So Canada joined in 1945 and Australia joined it in 1956. So the correct answer would be Canada yes, UK yes, US yes, Australia yes, New Zealand yes. India and France is not a part of it. So remove 5 and 7 from the options. 5 and 7, 5 and 7, 5 and 7, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 6. So the correct answer is option B. Now next question. Consider the following pairs. So on one side port is given while on the other side the country is given. So this is Newcastle Port, Australia, Abbot Point Port, Tanzania, Dar es Salaam Port, Israel. Now which of the above pairs is or are correctly matched? Only 1 and 2, only 2 and 3, 1, 2 and 3. So the 3 ports which are given or the country associated, how many are correct? Let us look at here. So first of all, let us talk about the Abbot Port and the Newcastle Port. Now both Abbot Port and the Newcastle Port belongs to Australia, and they both belong to, if we look at the direction, this is north, this is south, this is west and this is east. So both belong to the eastern side. So Abbot Port is the northeastern side while the Newcastle Port is the southeastern side of Australia. Then if we talk about the Dar es Salaam Port, so Dar es Salaam Port belongs to Tanzania, and Tanzania is a country which is present in African continent. And apart from Dar es Salaam Port, Tanzania also has one of other famous ports like the ports of Zanzibar, and there are other ports also, but the port of Zanzibar is very famous, and historically also port of Zanzibar has been in the trade route for people. So Dar es Salaam is Tanzania. So let us see. Newcastle Port, Australia, correct. Abbot Point Port, Tanzania, wrong. Dar es Salaam Port, Israel, wrong. So which of the above pair is or are correctly matched? Second is wrong, third is wrong, first is correct. So the correct answer becomes option A, that is only 1. Now moving on to next question. Consider the following pairs. On one side river is given while on the other side ocean and sea is given. So Mekong, Andaman, Thames, Irish Sea, Volga, Caspian Sea, Zambezi, Indian Ocean. Which of the above pairs is or are correctly matched? Only 1 and 2, only 3 and 4, only 1, 2 and 4. So rivers and the ocean in which the mouth of the river opens. So let us look at the maps. First of all, let us talk about the Mekong River. So Mekong River flows in the Asian continent, and that is China, then Myanmar, Laos, then it comes to Thailand, Cambodia, Vietnam, and then it opens its mouth in South China Sea. So Mekong is South China Sea. So Mekong becomes wrong. First becomes wrong. Second is Thames, Irish. So let us come to the river Thames. So the river Thames flows in England and it opens its mouth in the North Sea. Thames, North Sea. So this also becomes wrong. Volga, Caspian Sea, Zambezi, Indian Ocean. Now let us see river Volga. So river Volga flows in Russia. So this is river Volga, and river Volga opens its mouth in Caspian Sea. So that is correct. Next is now let us talk about the Zambezi river, and the Zambezi river flows in Africa. So Zambezi river starts with Democratic Republic of Congo, then it goes to Angola, then Zambia, then it flows towards the Mozambique, and then it moves or it opens the mouth in the Indian Ocean. So Volga, Caspian Sea is correct. Zambezi, Indian Ocean is correct. And we have to talk about the correctly matched pair. So Mekong, Andaman Sea is wrong because Mekong was not Andaman Sea. Then Thames, Irish Sea was wrong. It was North Sea. Volga, Caspian Sea is correct. Zambezi, Indian Ocean is correct. And Mekong was South China Sea. So how many are correct? Correct is 3 and 4. So which one is 3 and 4? It is option C. Only 3 and 4. Now next question. Next question is the Davao region. DAVAO. Davao region is sometimes mentioned in the news in the context of the affairs of which of the following countries? So that is Philippines, China, Cape Verde or Algeria. So Davao region. If we talk about the Davao region, so the Davao region belongs to one of the Asian countries and it is a island country and it is the country Philippines. So Davao region belongs to Philippines and it is situated in the southern Philippines. If we talk about the capital of Philippines, then it is Manila. So the southern part of the Philippines is where the Davao region is situated and it shares its border with the Sulu Sea. Also the southern border is with Sulu Sea. Philippine Sea is also there on the eastern side. So Davao region belongs to Philippines. So the correct answer becomes option A. Next is the practice question, and like always, you people will give me the answer in the comment section. So the question is, consider the following statements regarding western disturbance. Western disturbance, there are 3 statements given. It is a tropical cyclone which originates in the Mediterranean region. Second, it brings rain, snowfall and fog to northern India. Third, it is of utmost importance in agriculture, especially for kharif crops including rice. Let me read out once for you one more time. It is a tropical cyclone which originates in the Mediterranean region. It brings rain, snowfall and fog to northern India. Then it is of utmost importance in agriculture, especially for kharif crops including rice. So this is with regard to the western disturbance. How many of the above statements are correct? Only one, only two, all three, or none of these? Like I always say, so you need to go and search about the western disturbance, read about the western disturbance, pick up the atlas and look at the direction of the western disturbance and then give me the answer in the comment section. So that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Till we meet next time, keep reading, keep writing and keep subscribing to the channel. Thank you.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.